Alright, so I've recorded these videos with several different microphones in the past. I have a Blue Yeti, a Shure SM58, a cheap lavalier that I connect to my phone, and the onboard mic from the DSLR that I film with. The best audio has come from the SM58, unsurprisingly, but it's only realistic to use that or the Yeti while I'm doing something from my desk. So just the other day I picked up a Zoom F2 field recorder and this battery pack. The problem is, as you can see, the battery pack has circuitry to shut itself off if it's not being used, and the Zoom doesn't pull enough current to keep the pack on. You can see here that after 50 seconds or so the battery shuts off automatically, whereas if I plug my phone in, the battery pack will continue to charge, so it's not a problem with the battery pack itself. So you can probably see why this would be a problem if I'm trying to record in the field. Now the first thing that came to mind was just to charge my phone while I'm using the recorder, but there are several reasons that's not a good idea. I often record videos in the morning when my phone has been on a charger all night and is already full. I often use my phone as a prop in the videos. I might need to use my phone while I'm recording or to film or look something up, and so on, so I need a more consistent way to draw power from this battery pack while I'm recording without relying on something like my phone. To me, the most obvious way to do that is just to power an LED. So here I have a red LED and a 300 ohm resistor. It's about the simplest circuit you can make and is often the first thing you build when you get into electronics. Since the battery pack provides 5 volts from each of these USB ports, the circuit will draw almost 11 milliamps, which is enough that with the zoom on, the pack stays on as well. Here you can see that I've clipped the end off of a USB-A and exposed the positive and negative wires inside. I've attached the positive lead of the USB to one leg of the resistor, then to the anode of the LED, and finally the cathode of the LED to the negative lead of the USB, and when I plug it in, the light comes on, but the pack does automatically shut off after about 30 seconds. However, you'll see when I plug the LED circuit and the zoom in, it stays on for 8 minutes. Presumably it'll stay on for good at this point, but I figured 8 minutes was enough of a proof of concept for me to go ahead and assemble the final product. So now all I'm going to do is solder all this together and stick it in this little case that I 3D printed. I do want to quickly mention that I narrated this entire project live, which is why the voiceover doesn't match the gesticulations in the video, but of course with great cosmic irony, the audio failed during this recording. This does, however, provide me the perfect opportunity to demonstrate not only the new microphone that I have, but that I'm also doing this voiceover with the dongle you are seeing me assemble in the video, so I suppose the whole thing works out in the end. At any rate, here is the finished product. I like it to be a bit smaller, but that's mostly limited by the size of the USB-A head that I had. I might make another version in the future that's a bit more sleek, but this will do for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. And I want to quickly mention that the Dragonfly series that I mentioned in a recent video is still in the works, but the weather is getting cooler and dragonflies are flying less right now, so it'll probably be a little bit closer to spring before that series really takes off. It will be, however, a lot easier with this new Zoom recorder that I have, so I'm excited about that. At any rate, thanks again, and I hope you guys all have a really great day. Cheers.